Hello, everyone. I hope you are all doing well out there and staying out of that heat if you can. And if you can't, please stay hydrated. There are so many people ending up in an emergency room. Anyway, to the story about the Hawaii fire. This is so sad, you guys. I wanted to wait to talk about this until a few days had passed. And with these days passing, it has only gotten worse. The reports coming out of Hawaii from those who survived, the reports are heartbreaking. And I'm sorry to say that it's only going to get worse because so far the death toll has risen to 99 and only a quarter of the area has been searched. There are still hundreds of people still reported missing who have not been found. And they're still, like I said, they've only searched a quarter or 25% of the area that burned. And it's a sad, sad situation out there. There are so many theories and rumors going around now that, wealthy investors wanted this land. They had been trying to buy out the families who have been there since the beginning. And who founded these areas. They had been asking to buy the land from these people. And now there are theories going around that they were burned out. And it was, purposefully done to gain access. I don't know about that. Those are the rumors that are going around. But what has been reported by people who have been burned out of their homes, that these vultures have descended, and are now calling these people to buy their land right after they lost everything. Yeah, hit them when they're desperate, right? Whew, you guys, the evil in this world that people do. They don't even stop to think that these people are mourning the loss of their loved ones. And if they didn't lose anyone in the fires, they are mourning the loss of everything that they had. And just knowing that they have to start from zero, right? So this is according to CNN. This was published today at 2:28 p.m. EDT. With only a quarter of the Maui wildfire burn area searched, the death toll of what's already the deadliest U.S. wildfire in more than a century still could rise significantly, Hawaiian authorities said Monday. At least 99 people have been confirmed dead from the wildfires, and the number could double over the next 10 days, Hawaii Governor Josh Green told CNN Monday. It is a tragedy beyond tragedies, the governor said about the fires that started sweeping parts of the island last week. Authorities on Tuesday are expected to begin releasing the names of the dead, whose families have been notified, Maui Police Chief John Pelletier said in a Monday news conference. Most of the people found dead have been out in the open, in cars, or in the water in western Maui's hard-hit Lahaina area. I'm calling him Gold, but his name is Green, told CNN. As more teams and cadaver dogs join the effort, the search is expanding through wiped out neighborhoods. So they're going neighborhood to neighborhood. It's unclear how many people are unaccounted for, in part because of communication gaps, Green said. A lot of people had to run and left all they had behind. They don't have their phones. The phones are incinerated, he said. As of Monday, around 25% of the fire zone had been searched, and he hopes 85 to 90% will have been covered by the weekend. So they're still searching, going from home to home, business to business, and, just looking for the people who have lost their lives, the victims. And They're asking people to provide DNA samples. So their calls to provide DNA. Those with missing family members have been urged to contact authorities to provide DNA samples, which would help in the identification process. Only 3 of those killed could be identified through fingerprints, Pelletier said, stressing the need for the DNA swabs. More than 2,200 structures have been destroyed or damaged by the fires, about 86% of them residential, Green said. Shelters are starting to empty. More than 400 hotel rooms are available for those displaced, and 1,400 Airbnb units will be ready for them Tuesday, which is today, Green said. And 160 people are offering to share their houses, he said. We've already placed 220 families into housing. So you can see the shelters are starting to empty. Power is coming back. The fires wiped out both power and communications for thousands. Hawaiian Electric announced it had restored power to about 80% of its customers on Maui. Lawsuit. There's also a lawsuit that I've been reading about, you guys, that company, Hawaiian Electric, is facing a lawsuit with claims that the power lines blown over by high winds helped to cause the destructive Lahaina fire, though an official cause has not yet been determined. And so the Coast Guard in Maui is moving from search and rescue mode to containing potentially hazardous materials in the ocean left behind by the fires. Sonar technology was brought in and a 100-foot boom placed in the mouth of the Lahaina harbor. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just stuttering away, aren't I? Official response under review. Hawaii's Attorney General will review the fire response amid reports that firefighters encountered weak or no pressure at some hydrants, and that a system of 400 disaster alarms failed to activate as the fire spread. And you guys, there's also another story that came out through a website called Honolulu Civil Beat. They're accusing a state official of refusing to release water for the West Maui fires until it was too late. So this is what they're saying. The dispute involved the Department of Land and Natural Resources Water Source Management Division and West Maui Land Company, which manages agricultural and residential subdivisions in West Maui, as well as some other places, you guys. They delayed releasing water requested by West Maui Land Company to prevent the spread of fire, sources familiar with the situation said. Specifically, according to accounts of 4 people with knowledge of the situation, M. Manuel, a native Hawaiian cultural practitioner and deputy director for water resource management, initially balked at West Maui Land Company's request for additional water to help prevent the fire from spreading to properties managed by the company. So they're saying that this guy, he waited until it was too late to release water that these people were begging for to stop the spread of the fire, which damaged all these homes. And, by the time he decided to release the water, it was too late. Now he's refusing to be interviewed, you guys. So, I mean, I wish that, he can sleep at night. If this story is true, that he can sleep at night knowing that he probably contributed to some of these people dying in this fire. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think about all of this. What do you think about the theories that are going around? And above all, let's not forget to keep these families. We don't know their names, but we can still pray for them, and we can pray for the souls of those who are departed. We can pray for the families and for the whole island, because this has touched so many people. It's just a sad, sad story. It's heartbreaking, and it brings you to tears when you think about the human suffering in this. Everybody is, comparing it to, Katrina, because Biden didn't. He said no comment They're comparing it to when George Bush flew over Katrina victims, looking through the window, and was on his way to back to D.C. and he didn't touch down in New Orleans, Louisiana. They're comparing it to that, and they're also comparing it to when President Trump threw paper towels at the people in Puerto Rico after the hurricane, and they went months and months and months without electricity, without clean water. All of these are tragedies. All of these were of great human suffering. And yes, they all responded to these tragedies horrifically, like they didn't give a shit. And Biden is just the third president. It doesn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican. They all did not jump on it and do what they were supposed to do. These people in Hawaii are still without all of these days later. So yeah, they're horrific. It's like they don't care. They're comparing them. They're all different, but they are all human suffering. You guys, we have to pray. Oh my gosh, we have to pray like never before. I know you probably get sick of me saying this. The world is changing. Things are getting really bad. And we have to look out for one another. We have to find people that we trust and we can count on, and they can count on us. And we have to start seriously making alliances with people to keep ourselves safe, right? Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think about what's going on. Do you think the theories are correct, that this was purposefully done, that it was done to gain control of the land? And some people are also saying it was done to start those 15-minute cities that people are talking about, like everything will be 15 minutes away, no cars will be allowed. And I don't know, could be. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.